Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Kevin, and I talk about the importance of having a side hustle these days, especially if you think that a 9 to 5 job is no longer secure. And I know it is hard to run a side hustle, but I want to help you by showing you that it is possible, and I want to take you along my journey of building my YouTube side hustle into a new income stream of mine. Now, if you have been following me so far, then you'll know that at some point I talked about running YouTube ads or Google ads and how running those ads gave my YouTube channel a boost, as in it helped my YouTube channel take off even if the slightest. But then soon after that, I realized that YouTube ads or Google ads is actually damaging my channel in terms of watch hours and views. I mean, sure, it was giving me tons of subscribers almost too easily, but my channel isn't really growing in terms of views, which to me is far more important. So I turned those ads off because I have to cut it off before it damages my YouTube channel even further. But I'm a very weak person up here. The moment I turned it off, I was literally not getting any new subscribers at all for over a week, and it was demoralizing me, it was demotivating me, and I needed a reason to continue my rise in this whole YouTube world, so I turned YouTube ads back on without hesitation. And soon my channel started to grow again in terms of subscribers, and maybe just a little in terms of views, although they can be quite insignificant. At this point in time, I feel like running YouTube ads is sort of like an addiction. It's like instead of waiting for the YouTube algorithm to pick up my videos and start pushing them out, I instead pay the YouTube algorithm so that they can guarantee me that they will push my videos out to the masses. And it was fun at first until I realized that this isn't healthy. So once again, I turned off YouTube ads and I am now sober for over 2 weeks. Now, of course, I've been quite open with the fact that I use YouTube ads in order to grow my YouTube channel at the very start, and many of you have approached me asking me about my results or if you should run YouTube ads. And I know some of you did get really good results and some of you got tons of subscribers, but at the same time, there's also a group of you who find that YouTube ads is not really helping your channel grow, but rather it's really damaging your channel. By running YouTube ads, you get this tremendous increase in impressions and views, but YouTube ads has one problem. It does not isolate paid traffic with organic traffic, meaning it puts all your traffic and performance into one analytic. Now, this may sound really convenient at first, but this actually isn't a good thing because firstly, you can't really tell if your channel is growing, and secondly, YouTube ads gives an extremely low average view duration because people are just going to click away after the first 10 seconds. So theoretically, this is going to damage your channel because YouTube takes into account your average view duration and your click-through rate when trying to determine if they should recommend your videos in the home screen or not. But I was pretty ignorant because I watched a video by Creator Insider, which is a YouTube channel run by YouTube developers. And here's what they have to say about YouTube ads.
If I run ads and the people who click on the ads aren't going to be as engaged maybe as they are from recommendations, will that hurt my overall performance?
So if you get more traffic from ads or external, sometimes you'll notice your video's overall click-through rate or average view duration will kind of tank a little bit. It'll be much lower than usual. So overall click-through rate and average view duration sometimes are not as indicative of video's performance, and it won't hurt your video's long-term success because the recommendation system, again, is learning how is this video doing when it is recommended to viewers. So don't worry about lower click-through rates and average view durations if you're getting more views from a traffic source like external. It shouldn't hurt your video's success.
So from those words, I chose to believe them that YouTube ads is not going to hurt my channel's overall performance. But the more I test it, the more I run it, the more I start to feel that that isn't exactly true because the YouTube algorithm is unable to distinguish the difference between paid traffic and organic traffic. And because of that, the YouTube algorithm starts to think that my average view duration and my click-through rate is extremely low, and therefore it thinks that my channel isn't performing and it doesn't give my videos more impressions, and therefore my channel can't really grow organically. But you know what? Such is the life of a side hustle, right? You got to try things out because you never know if things are going to work or not. And 9 out of 10 times it will not work, but that one time it works, it will elevate your side hustle to the next level. Now you might be thinking, if that's the case, I shouldn't be running YouTube ads ever. And to that, I would say that it depends. The point of running YouTube ads is not about getting more views or getting more subscribers. It is actually a little bit more than that, and I'll get to that in a minute. Because before that, I want to address one thing, and that is running YouTube ads seems to be a complete waste of money. Now for me, I see running ads as a form of investment. This money that I use isn't coming out from my personal bank account, but rather it is all coming from my businesses, which means all this money that I spend on YouTube ads and Google ads, they are all considered as operational cost. And you probably heard me say this a gazillion times. I always treat YouTube as a business, I run it as a business. Anything I spend on my YouTube channel is considered as business expenses, and this includes my camera, my microphones, my camera stands, running YouTube ads, basically anything that is required to grow my business. And this is why I suggest you run your YouTube channel as a business if you're serious about it, partially for the tax benefits. Any amount I spent on YouTube ads are considered as business expenses, which means these are money I spent before I pay company taxes. So say if my company earns $100 and I spend $40 on ads, I only pay taxes on the remaining $60 versus paying taxes for $100. And that's a massive difference if your company is generating a lot of money. Once you're able to see that, you'll start to understand that you're not really just throwing money away just to test things out. You're actually using those money in order to try and grow your business. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter because you either use those money for your business's growth or you pay company taxes. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not an accountant or a financial expert, so I'm not qualified to give you financial advice. All I can do is share with you my experience. If you do want to know more, I suggest you speak to a certified accountant who will be able to explain things a lot better depending on your situation. So anyways, I thought I should make that really clear first because sometimes it is worth spending some money wisely in order to speed up your growth. Okay, so now here are a few things I think what YouTube ads is really for, and I hope this will help you out in some way. The first thing is if you want to run ads, then you have to make sure that you are getting back something in return that is not subscribers or views. This is a mistake on my end because when I first started running YouTube ads for my YouTube channel, all I ever wanted was to increase my number of subscribers because I thought that if I have more subscribers, then people are more likely to watch my videos and YouTube is more likely to push my channel. But you and I know that's not what it is, and if you're trying to run YouTube ads for the sole purpose of getting monetized, then I suggest you don't run YouTube ads at all. The reason is because you're not going to get any watch hours from those YouTube ads, you may or may not get an increase in subscribers, and speeding up your channel's growth like this is going to make it really impossible for you to analyze what's working for your channel and what's not working. What I'm doing right now instead is I run YouTube ads on videos that I want to get something out of. At this point in time, I'm running ads on a video that talks specifically about TubeBuddy, and in that video, I talk about how you can do keyword research with TubeBuddy. And from there, I try my best to promote TubeBuddy and I encourage my viewers to subscribe to TubeBuddy using my affiliate link. By doing it this way, I know that I can get some money back in return for spending money on YouTube ads. And I reckon this is a much better way to do it because if you're going to be spending money on ads, then you better make sure that you have a way to recuperate those money or make a profit of it. And you can try and sell anything. I just use affiliate marketing because that is the easiest way, and I chose TubeBuddy because TubeBuddy is closely related to what my YouTube channel is about. And if I want to expand, I can always talk about books and put an Amazon affiliate link or something, or if I run a business, then I'll try and redirect the traffic to my website and maybe get them to buy my product or service. Whatever it is, try and think how you can make money from running those ads. At least then you know you're not just throwing money into the sea. And if you can find that sweet spot where you put in $1 and get $2 back in returns, then you can double down and scale not just your YouTube channel but your entire business. And I feel that ultimately that's what YouTube is all about. Apart from educating and sharing your knowledge with the rest of the world, YouTube is also a great platform to build our brand for other things. It is going to take some time. I'm trying to get there myself, so if you do want to support my channel, please do give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And while you're at it, do subscribe to TubeBuddy using my affiliate link. Oh, one more thing. Make sure to run YouTube ads on an unlisted video. Whenever you run YouTube ads, it will mess up your YouTube analytics in a big way. It will artificially inflate your impression and your views, but at the same time, it will also decrease your average view duration and also your click-through rates, which further damages your overall channel performance. In order to get around that, what you can do is you run YouTube ads on an unlisted video instead, because unlisted video do not contribute any watch hours or views to your channel. And best of all, it does not appear on your YouTube analytics, which means it cannot mess up your channel. To run YouTube ads on an unlisted video is really simple. All you got to do is just upload that video and set it to unlisted. And once the upload is complete, you'll be given a YouTube link to that video, which you can then use to set up your YouTube ads. What you need to do next is to head into your Google Ads account, create a discovery ads, and then go through the usual steps in setting up an ad group. I won't go into details for this one because I've previously explained that in a different video. Please do watch that video if you want to know how. Now, the only difference here is when you get to the part where they ask you for the link to your video, all you need to do is just key in the link to your unlisted video. Because it is unlisted, it is still viewable by anyone who has the link, so this will still work. I find that doing it this way doesn't really give me the result as I expected, as in it is not as effective in terms of getting subscribers for several reasons, and I'll explain that in a different video some other day. But the main thing here is it doesn't damage my channel the way it did before. As long as it is unlisted, it will not mess up my click-through rate, it will not mess up my average view duration, and most importantly, it will not affect my channel's overall performance. I've stopped running ads for over 2 weeks now, and I'm starting to see that my channel is slowly gaining traction similar to when I run ads, which is pretty awesome. I think ads has already done a great deal of damage to my channel, and I'm trying my best to fix it, but the best I can do right now is to wait it out and just do what I can, which is continue to produce great content for my viewers. My gut feeling tells me that the YouTube algorithm looks at the past 28 days or so in order to determine if your channel's performance is good or bad, and then they decide if they should push your channel or not. So I'm already 2 weeks in and I'm starting to see a little bit of change for my channel. Let's see what it looks like in another 2 weeks or so. Anyways, that's all from me, guys. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't. That would be much appreciated. If there's anything you would like to know more, please do hit me up on my Instagram account or just leave me a comment down below. I read all comments and I reply to all comments whenever I can, unless YouTube decides to hide your comments from me. So have a good day, take care of yourself, and I'll chat with you soon. See ya.